Smart One Marketing, igniting your potential.
Let me ask you something. Is your business data lying to you? It's a pretty tough question, I know, but it's one we absolutely have to ask. Today, we're going to dive into the massive shift over to Google Analytics 4, and we're going to uncover how your old, familiar data might be costing you customers and sales, probably without you even realizing it. Think about it like this. Would you try to drive your car forward by only looking in the rearview mirror? No way, right? Of course not. But honestly, if you're making today's business decisions based on data that's a year old, that's pretty much what you're doing. The market's changed, your customers have definitely changed, but your data, it's stuck in the past. And this isn't just some, hypothetical idea. On July 1st, 2023, Google officially flipped the switch. Universal Analytics, the tool so many of us literally built our strategies on for years, stopped collecting new data. Period. End of story. This wasn't a gentle suggestion to upgrade. It was the end of the line. That old data stream is gone for good. So, why the huge change? Well, it's because the digital world, and more importantly, your customers, have completely changed. The old way of measuring things just couldn't keep up anymore. Let's dig into why that era really had to end. Okay, this slide right here gets to the absolute heart of the entire shift. The old system, Universal Analytics, it was obsessed with sessions. It just counted how many times people visited your site. But think about it for a second. Is a 2-second accidental click the same thing as someone spending 10 minutes watching your product demo? No, not even close. GA4 gets this. It shifts the focus from just counting visits to understanding the people behind the screen and the actions they're taking. It's a huge move from just counting to actually understanding. So, with the old way now officially obsolete, let's turn to the solution. This is where Google Analytics 4, or GA4, steps into the spotlight. It was designed from the ground up for the complex world we live in today. And here it is, our hero in action, the GA4 dashboard. Just at a glance, you can see not just who's visiting, but what they're doing and where they came from. It's built to answer your most important questions, like which of my marketing efforts are actually bringing in valuable customers. Now, it might just look like a new design, but believe me, the engine running this thing is in a completely different league. So what is this powerful new engine? Well, it's all about events. A simple visit tells you almost nothing useful. But what if you knew that a user watched 75% of your demo video, then downloaded a pricing guide, and then clicked Add to Cart? Now you've got a story. That's an event. GA4 is built to track these meaningful interactions, turning this vague traffic data into a really clear picture of what your user actually wants to do. And this event-based model, it solves one of the biggest headaches for any modern business, understanding the full customer journey. Because let's be real, nobody uses just one device anymore. I mean, this slide basically shows the reality of today. A customer might see your ad on their smart TV, then browse your site on their laptop during their lunch break, and finally click buy on their phone that evening. To the old Universal Analytics, that looked like 3 totally separate, unrelated visitors. It completely missed the connection. It didn't see the person, just the devices. And this whole problem is made even worse by what we in the industry call walled gardens. Think of places like Facebook, Google, and Amazon. They really don't like to share data with each other. So when your customer moves from, say, an Instagram ad to a Google search and then to your website, their journey gets shattered into a bunch of little pieces. You're left trying to solve a puzzle when you're missing half the pieces. This is where GA4 becomes your superpower. It's built to be that unified view, to start breaking down those walls between platforms. By using smart technology like machine learning, it can actually stitch that shattered customer journey back together. So, for the first time, you can really see the holistic path that one single person takes on their way to becoming your customer. Okay, so we've established GA4 is great at showing you what happened in the past. But what if it could help you predict the future? This is where things get really, really exciting. Let's talk about GA4's predictive insights. So what are we talking about here? Predictive analytics isn't some kind of magic crystal ball. It's about using really powerful algorithms and machine learning to analyze all that great event data you're collecting. It finds patterns and trends to tell you not just what happened, but what is likely to happen next. And what does this look like in the real world? It means finally getting clear answers to your toughest marketing questions. As you can see here, GA4 can help you pinpoint which specific campaign brought in that valuable lead, or which ad is giving you the lowest cost per acquisition, the most bang for your buck. Get this. It can even flag which visitors on your site right now are the most likely to buy something in the next 7 days. This is how you really get ahead of the curve. Of course, all this power is totally useless if you can't understand it. So the final piece of this puzzle is how GA4 helps you turn these mountains of complex data into clear, simple decisions that can actually grow your business. Without the right tools, this is honestly what data can feel like, right? Just an overwhelming, unreadable mess of numbers. It's so easy to get lost in all of it and completely miss the actual story the numbers are trying to tell you about your customers and what they want. In this is what GA4 aims to fix. See, the goal isn't more data, it's more clarity. It's all about dashboards that update in real time so you can make quick decisions, and insights that are truly actionable, telling you not just what happened, but what you should probably do about it. This is how you turn data from a headache into your most valuable business asset.
So, the bottom line is this shift right here. We're moving away from guesswork, from assumptions. We are leaving behind the days of saying, well, we think this campaign is working. With a tool like GA4, when it's set up properly, you move to a world of data-driven clarity, unified dashboards, and measurable ROI, where you can finally say with confidence, we know this is working.
Look, at the end of the day, every single click, every view, every scroll, that's a signal from your customer. They are telling you loud and clear exactly what they want. For years, our tools just missed most of these signals. But GA4 is built from the ground up to hear them. So the only question left is, are you ready to finally start listening?